How's it going, everyone? Ra Asul back at it here in the studio with this painting inspired by the Mexican actress Maria Felix, one of the greatest icons in our past culture. Wanted to share this new version that I've been working on with this monochromatic series in a variation of colors. But the last couple weeks, I've been working with magenta or pink, depending on how you see it. But it's been very interesting for me to have this new approach, almost like I'm tricking my brain into diving into a new reality. And that's kind of why I've been experimenting with so many different colors because most people are familiar with my blue works of art. It's probably my biggest body of work is my blue paintings that I've been pretty much investing the last 2 years of my career. But recently I really wanted to see what it would be like to take that technique, take that style, and apply it to different colors. I've also done very colorful pieces, but for now, I'm just very intrigued by the monochromatic works of art that I've been just diving into. And like I said, it's interesting for me to pretty much trick myself or kind of almost confuse my brain where it's like, I've been working with just blue tones for so long. And then out of nowhere, just to completely switch my palette and it's like a similar approach when I'm painting. I'm blending, I'm mixing different tones of one color, but it is kind of forcing me to step outside of my comfort zone, which I think is essential for creativity, also for my imagination to continue to expand. But I was also just imagining, you know, and my next art show, I was just imagining like different walls, different sections of my exhibit, just having different feels, like different emotions that are kind of expressed through the color. The movement will be similar, maybe some of the images are similar, but the energy, the frequency, the vibration behind each color is just so different. And I think I'm just so immersed with that feeling right now, where right now we're working with the pinks, but I do see this continuing to expand to other colors. I have experimented with green, brown, and purple. So maybe those are some other colors I will be expanding on. But for now, I think just kind of using this color for the next few paintings will be interesting to see how quick I could adapt to this new approach. Because I do feel that this is teaching me a lot about not just color theory, but also the idea and how each color really does have a psychological effect on your energy. And I've just kind of been reflecting on that as I continue to dive into these new approaches to my art, where I know it'd be a lot easier for me to stick to one thing, but kind of pushing myself and to pretty much demanding more of myself with each painting is kind of what I'm looking to continue to do within the next few months and really seeing how others respond to that. Because I know I could, like I said, just stick to what has been working for me, which is the blue paintings, and really just immerse myself even more so in that reality. But I think kind of forcing myself to see these different sides of my personality even be reflected through my work has been a great thing. And I just want to continue to dive into that a bit more. And I think it will be interesting to go from some of these more portrait style paintings to dive into maybe some of my more indigenous and Aztec and Maya themed works of art with this similar approach with the monochromatic. But I will say, one of my biggest inspirations in the art world has been Picasso. And some people do ask about my blue period and my blue series, if it was inspired by Picasso. And I would say not intentionally, but now that I reflect on it, maybe subconsciously, there has been a inspiration from Picasso. And I know he also went through a pink series himself. So maybe it's just something that I'm doing, But like I said, I think for me, it's going to be about seeing all these colors and how they create different emotional responses for myself and those viewing it. But either way, make sure to subscribe. I will be continuing to share this art process as it unfolds. I'll see you guys in the next video.